Alright, so welcome back to one last little revisit to Mirror's Edge here. So this is just a little bit of the extra stuff that I never showed off in the game, like concept art and stuff. Like for instance, a lot of these are really early designs of Faith. That's closer to the final design, obviously. But yeah, there's just like a lot of stuff like this. There's also like unused concept art in this game. There's actually like, we'll see it later in the slides here, but there's like an unused area that was like a prison sequence, and you're supposed to go through like this interrogation thing and everything. And it's like I said before, like you can feel like the game has been like cut down from the level it was supposed to be at.
Yeah. So I'm sure you've already explained this, but like, how do you unlock all this? Is it just like as you play the game, or is there collectibles that unlock this?
These are mostly just unlocked by playing the game.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you get a lot of the unused art though by probably collecting the bags. I'd have to assume.
Do you show all of the pictures?
I show like all the ones I have unlocked.
Okay.
But
I was getting concerned. I was honestly getting concerned because that bar on the right looks kind of big.
yeah, I actually did speed up this footage too, because it was kind of slow. But yeah, there's the prison cell block I was talking about. That's actually like a really cool looking area. I really wish they put that in the game. Yeah.
It's disappointing how frequently this happens in games. Like, have you looked at any of the concept art for Crash Twinsanity?
No.
It's ridiculous how much content was cut from that game. Like, I'm not even kidding. Probably like, if the game actually had as much development time as it needed, it'd probably be like 300% bigger.
Yeah, like that last picture, like you can see like a lot of this art though. Like you can tell like this game was supposed to be open world. Like there's so many like places and obstacles all over the map, and it's like, yeah, that was supposed to be open world.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking the descriptions too they give you for each one. A little more context.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't even notice that.
Oh, I like this too. They show like earlier versions of some of the character designs. Like that's Celeste. Like, I'm really happy they went with that design because those other two were kind of weird.
Where's his neck?
Oh yeah, there's the twin caps, by the way. The twin cap tragedy.
No, really, where's his neck?
I wonder how they're doing. Are they still dead?
Oh, those are early sketches of Jackknife. Little, like you can tell, like this game went through a couple different styles. Like they couldn't tell if they wanted to go like more anime or more like realistic. But yeah.
Is that the Colonel?
I do like the Miller design on the right. Yeah, that's the Colonel.
Oh my.
But a lot of these designs, you can tell they just kind of like mixed some of the older designs they had, and then they just put over like the final color scheme of it. Yeah.
It's got those brass knuckles.
Yeah. I actually like that gas mask SWAT. It's really cool. But
yeah, that's cool.
That one's good too.
Are those zip ties on his shoulder?
Oh yeah, since we didn't get to see the pursuit cops, really, yeah, that's what they look like. But,
I could tell you have a specific taste in a very specific soundtrack.
Yeah.
I love DK64 soundtrack. Dude, I don't know what it is about Donkey Kong, but like he's synonymous with good music. Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
That's a cool.
I do like the Merc. Yeah, that's the design of Merc.
Yeah,
and I really wish that was like a playable bit in the game, like you got to like move around in it or something.
It's a cool design, but when it rains, it's probably really impractical.
There's the interrogation scene.
Okay.
I'd imagine so. Yeah.
Those some cool servers.
But yeah, there's the PK training facility where you meet the pursuit cops. Alright, these are a lot of the paintings that are in Roper's office. That's the time trial DLC I didn't get to show because I don't have it. I don't think you can get it on Steam anymore either.
What? Why?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know. I haven't been able to find it anyway, so I don't know.
Okay.
But a lot of these are really cool cover art sketches. And there's the final design. If you look at the 360 box art, it's just zoomed in. They weighted up in the background. But yeah, that's the end of the art. You can watch like the old videos and the music. It's like the other part of the menu there. But here we are going to go into the speedrun mode. I'm just rerunning through the prologue real quick because it's the shortest level in the game.
Is there any time?
But it's exactly how it sounds. You just play through the campaign levels and try to see how fast you can go through it.
Is there any time crates to destroy or platinum relics to earn?
No.
Oh.
This isn't Crash.
Sorry, Brendan.
There is something kind of similar to the relics system, though, with the time trials, but we'll get into that when we get there.
So there's no Koopa the Quick?
No, there's no
Oh.
quick either.
Is this even a video game?
Yeah.
Oh, also, that's a different line, too. If you actually get to that point in the level under 40 seconds, the line does change.
Oh, nice touch.
So,
Okay.
yeah. That's a shortcut you can take there. Just aim for the left pipe. So,
Yeah, I would have never have guessed different time periods give you a different dialogue.
yeah. And, you don't really notice it either unless you replay the game a couple of times, because obviously, you know, your first playthrough you're going to be kind of slow, so you're going to get all the slow-paced dialogue probably. It's not every line, mind you, but like there's quite a few of them that change depending on how fast you are.
Right. I don't remember the first level, so this is all just kind of happening.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think back. I'm trying to think back to what we were talking about at this point.
I don't know.
If you actually saw there, I did kind of a speedrun trick. If you curl up, you can go over an object and then you can vault immediately out of it.
I would assume there's leaderboards in this.
Yes.
Okay.
And a cool thing about the time trials. Oh, I should probably wait. But
Okay.
so otherwise, I won't have anything to talk about that section. So, anyway.
So is 238 your best record so far? I'm guessing, or is it the world record? Or like what?
I think that's just the default record, actually, because I don't think I did any of the speedrun modes before I recorded this.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, it might have been my
So
best
it's like a
record.
time to beat type deal that they set for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well,
and you actually figure out like what they expect you to get to the level at. Like some of them expect you to get to the level at like 9 minutes or under.
oh jeez.
Yeah. The later levels, yeah, are a little more time crunchy with the limit. Obviously, the cutscenes at pause the timer.
That would be
I
I should have
terrifying.
skipped this.
Jeez.
I appreciate that because there's a lot of games with time trials that have cutscenes that don't pause the timer,
Yeah.
and that is, I hate that.
Alright, so here's the time trials. So, a lot of these are just cut parts of the levels, and you just kind of race through them as fast as you can. But they do change them up. Like, they change around where platforms and stuff are, and where you actually go in the level.
Oh, I see. It's checkpoints.
So, yeah. It'll be more demonstrated once I get to the next one, but this one kind of just follows the tutorial path. Yeah.
I didn't see that bar there because of
I didn't.
how like
I didn't
bright it
either.
is.
I thought he was gonna die.
That's what I thought.
I'm pretty sure there is a faster way to get around all this. I just didn't find it. But there is actually 3 stars. I think for this stage you have to get like under 45 or 50 seconds. Second star you have to get under like 1 minute and 10, and then if you want 1 star you have to get it under 2 minutes.
Oh,
The
so
time
yeah.
limits for the time trials are really strict.
Oh, so yeah, they are.
yeah.
They are basically the relics from Crash.
Yeah, and the 3-star times I'm pretty sure are the dev times for these stages. So it's pretty insane because once I hit like 55 seconds or something like that,
Get it?
Take the 1 star away.
Get it? Insane, and we're talking about Crash.
Yeah, see, I didn't even hit 1 minute and 5, and I went to 2 stars.
You know, you-
And yes, you're totally right.
Okay, I was gonna say, you guys ignoring my bad puns aren't gonna stop me.
They never have, and they never will. And it's okay.
So yeah, if you only get the 1-star times, yeah, you were really slow.
Uh,
And I was really slow. Especially since I missed this one. Somehow.
Just give up and go the lame way.
I'm good at this game. Some of the other ones are more interesting though.
Well done.
I really wish I had the DLC ones unlocked. I don't know if you have to unlock them to the Steam version if they're already in the game. I don't know. I only showed off like 3 or 4.
If there's like no way to get that content on PC, that's kind of a major deal. Like if you're doing a PC port for a game, you know?
Yeah, Jacob. Yeah, there is, Jacob. Piracy.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that's an answer, but is it the right answer?
I mean, if it's not available in any other way, why not?
That's true.
So, since I basically talked about everything gameplay-wise, there was like a couple other things I wanted to show off. Might put in some footage here or there. But there's like this one move you can do where if you fall on your back, you do that fall on back thing I told you guys about where you spam the bumpers. If you hold the right trigger, you'll do like a peace sign. And you can actually like fall off ledges and do that to like the guards and stuff.
That's great.
Funny.
That's great.
There's no reason for it. You can just do it.
Well, I want games to have stuff like that more often.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show out the third person mod, the ending, but I'll just link to a video. Because there's like a 50-second video I can link to. I'll probably just put it in the description. It shows like a really ridiculous animation that's at the end of the game when you kill Jackknife.
Put it in the Discord chat too, because I want to see it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll show it to you later. But yeah.
What does your skill rating do?
Skill rating? I'm not even really sure. Oh, the other thing I was going to talk about for the gameplay. You can actually download like the best time ghosts. So like if you want to figure out what's the best route, you can just download someone else's ghost and study it pretty much, and then just run the route they did. So that's a really cool feature, and you can actually replay your own ghosts too, so you can just race yourself if you want.
I think I asked this in the main playthrough that we were doing, but does this have modding on PC?
It does, but I'm not really sure how big the modding community is.
It just seems like a type of game where
the mod I heard about was the third-person mod.
Okay.
Which he just mentioned like a minute ago. Come on, Jacob.
Well, I was just asking if because it seems like a type of game where like having custom levels is like perfect for it. Ooh, that was terrifying.
Yeah. Like I just showed off there though, the routes do change at the time trial levels because the story you would just go over the cranes. Thus you actually took go the other way.
Oh
yeah, I got stuck on the ladder.
Oh.
Yeah, those glitches happen sometimes too. But like I've said before in the main playthrough, this game isn't it's polished, but it's not like the most polished game ever.
Can I just say, like, we're American and it's using kilometers per hour, like, for shame.
Yeah. Apparently she can run like, I don't know, like 30 kilometers per hour at her top speed. So.
I'm a stupid American.
I mean, I guess if you wanted an explanation how you could she could dodge bullets, I mean, she can run really, really fast.
I was gonna say I'm a stupid American, so I don't know what that means.
I think it's like 15 miles per hour. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I don't know the metric system, so.
I don't know.
Blame the education system, I guess.
I had a teacher try to like teach it to us, but he only tried for like 2 weeks.
Also, I don't even think I finished this one. I think it was like
well, not even 2 weeks. It was like a week. I don't know.
After a week, you were just like, all right, like this is hopeless.
Yeah, I'm too stupid. I just realized that I think this is the first extra part not made by me. So Jacob, what are you doing?
Well, if you count the Lost World as an extra part.
DKC too.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's still part of like the core game. I'm talking about like showing off.
Well, not really. You can beat the game without even touching the Lost World.
You know what I mean, though, right? Like those are full-on levels. I'm talking about like small extra stuff, like how my Sonic 1 part focused on the new playable characters, or.
Right. Well, I think like the games I've played, at least, it's like what is there extra to show? Like the Lost.
I know, but I want to be angry at you. Let me be angry at you.
Fine, be angry at me.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna fire you again.
Welcome to DB&J, where we're all firing each other.
Everyone's constantly on the cutting block.
I don't think you guys have fired me, so like I don't know if that means I'm a good employee, massive quotes, or
that's because you fire us first.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna get into that. If I'm a good quote unquote employee, or if it's just because I'm way too willing to fire you guys.
I was gonna say we get our yearly reviews in what, August?
Oh crap, we have to do that? Oh.
Yep.
Oh. I didn't know this.
I mean, you're the one who wanted to run the company. So.
Yeah.
Company?
Yeah, you don't know?
The paperwork's all done.
Investor stocks.
Is DB&J trademarked?
Patent pending.
No one take it from us.
Anyway, that's the end of Mirror's Edge, so yeah.
Cool.
Fun game. Really recommend people play it. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.